Welcome to day one of the ACC Scientific Sessions Virtual. It's really great to be here. I'm Dr. Deepak Bhatt, Senior Associate Editor for ACC.org. And it has been a great meeting so far. I do want to remind you of a couple of things to try to make it the best experience that it can be for you. Remember, if you don't get to watch things live because you're busy taking care of patients, that's okay. For the next 90 days, you can access this content for free. So that's a pretty good deal, free, 90 days. So just remember that. There are live sessions every day, 3 channels, hot topics, global CV health, and education are the 3 different channels. So tune into any or all of those that catch your fancy. You can go to ACCScientificSession.org to get details. If what I say doesn't stick or make sense, that's okay too. Just go to that website and it has everything that you might want to access all of this content that's being shown live virtually, but you can access it a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now at your leisure. So for today, some opening showcase kicking off that I want to mention to you. That's pretty exciting. There's also Dr. Dick Kovacs, our ACC president, who's going to give his opening remarks. World Heart Federation President Dr. Karen Sliwa will also be speaking, so it'll be important and interesting to see what she has to say. And then there'll be discussion, of course, about COVID-19. Hard not to think about that, and I'm really proud of everything the ACC is doing to keep us educated with respect to cardiovascular complications and implications of COVID-19. As well, if you want, you can hear from the ACC.20 WCC Chair, Dr. Andrew Cates, and Vice Chair, Dr. Pam Morris. And I think they'll have lots of good stuff to say, so please tune in to them as well. And of course, there are trials. That's what we're often covering at these big meetings, and we're doing it virtually this time in terms of virtual presentations and in terms of virtual coverage. I'll just mention 3 of the trials. Victoria will be presented. That is a heart failure trial. We already know it's positive from a press release. Very exciting, maybe a new heart failure drug. Have to see what the details are. There's also going to be an important presentation, I'd say, of Voyager PAD. Lots of people are waiting to see what that might show. That's a trial of aspirin and rivaroxaban in patients that have undergone lower extremity revascularization to see what the regimen might be that is the best regimen for those tough to take care of patients. This work builds upon the COMPASS trial, which had also evaluated a combination of aspirin and rivaroxaban, found it was highly effective. Parenthetically, I'll mention I'm presenting the COMPASS diabetes results at this session too. So I think we'll learn a lot more about what the role is or isn't of combination dual pathway inhibition with an anticoagulant and an antiplatelet. And the last trial I'll mention is Taylor PCI. This is another important study. It is looking at clopidogrel genotyping to see whether we should or shouldn't be doing it. I think that whatever the trial shows, it will impact our practices. And that's another one worth tuning into. There's actually lots of good material. I'm just focusing on the trials that I happen to remember. Other things that I think I should probably tell you about, there's a virtual expo. So that sounds like it might be fun. So tune into that. There's a convocation page. Definitely go to that. Other things that I might just say that is worth doing, you can hear from our incoming ACC President, Athena Poppas. She's always a great speaker. So tune into that. And then finally, just say more broadly, this is your meeting. So make the most of it. Go to whatever you want to. Don't go to whatever you want to. Sample things that you like. See if you're interested or not. If anything, this format, this virtual format, which I think will eventually be the future of meetings, it gives you a chance to try things that maybe you wouldn't have otherwise had a chance to try. Maybe you didn't want to walk into a particular talk and then step out 10 seconds later, but now you can do it. No one will know. No one will be offended. So it's a chance to really taste lots of different options on the menu and maybe attend things that previously would have been concurrent, so you couldn't go to 2 things that you wanted to. Now you can go to both, or all 3, or all 10. So it's really a great opportunity. It's ACC.org. It's your resource, so please make the most of it. Finally, I just want to say to those of you that are super busy taking care of patients, especially in the middle of this COVID-19 epidemic, pandemic, this tragedy, whatever you call it, thank you. Thank you for everything that you're doing. It takes a lot of dedication. I'm so proud of my colleagues out there that are literally saving lives. And For those of you that are tweeting about it on Cardio Twitter, thank you for keeping us all informed about what's going on in your hospitals, your countries, in your own lives. It's really valuable and useful and keeps us connected. And for those of you that are on social media, I'll just mention the hashtags while I'm at it of hashtag ACC20 and hashtag WC Cardio if you want to tag all the folks that are at this meeting either virtually right now or down the road when they're viewing things in weeks or months to come. So remember those two hashtags. And if you want to reach out to me, feel free to at dlbotmd is my Twitter handle. So stay engaged with your colleagues and friends, and hopefully that will make this ACC virtual meeting the best ever.